Good morning, dear students. Welcome to second session of science class. As you know, we have started the chapter force and pressure. In the previous video, we have discussed about the definition of force. Then we have discussed about magnitude of force, and we have also discussed about the effects of force. In today's session, we'll discuss about types of forces. So let's begin. So there are two types of forces, that is contact forces and non-contact forces. So let's discuss about contact forces. Forces that come into action when two objects or bodies are in contact with each other. So the forces which can show their impact only when two bodies are touching each other, they are known as contact forces. Muscular force and frictional force are the examples of contact forces. So the examples of contact forces are muscular force and frictional force. Now let's discuss about muscular force. The force that comes into play because of the action of muscles is called muscular force. So the force in which muscles are involved, it is known as muscular force. For example, human beings use muscular force in order to walk. So in order to walk, the human beings use muscular force. The expansion and contraction of lungs is because of muscular force. So the expansion and contraction of lungs takes place because of muscular force. Movement of food along the food pipe takes place because of muscular force. So the movement of food along the food pipe takes place because of muscular force. So these are the examples of muscular force. As you can see in this picture, children are applying muscular force in order to pull the rope. Similarly, we can say that in this picture, animals apply muscular force in order to carry heavy load. Now let's discuss about frictional force. It is the force that is exerted by the surface over an object whenever the object moves on the surface. So whenever an object moves on the surface, the force which comes into action is known as frictional force. Frictional force has following characteristics. Frictional force always acts in the opposite direction to the motion of the object. So frictional force is an opposing force. It always acts in the direction opposite to the motion of the body. So a rolling ball comes to rest after some time because of frictional force. As you can see in both the pictures, frictional force is acting in the direction opposite to the motion of the body. Frictional force leads to generation of heat as two surfaces come in contact with each other. For example, when we rub our hands together, heat is produced as a result of frictional force between our hands. So frictional force leads to generation of heat. Frictional force also leads to wear and tear of the surfaces of objects that come in contact with each other. For example, soles of shoes often gets worn out due to frictional force that acts between them and the ground as we walk. So we can say frictional force also leads to wear and tear of objects. Now we'll discuss about non-contact forces. Forces that do not need a contact or that have their influence without a touch. So they are known as non-contact forces. So the forces which can show their impact even without touching an object, they are known as non-contact forces. Gravitational force, electrostatic force, and magnetic force are the examples of non-contact forces. So the examples of non-contact forces are gravitational force, electrostatic force, and magnetic force. So let's discuss about gravitational force. It is an attractive force that is applied by the earth on all the objects. So gravitational force is a force which is applied by earth on all the objects. It is also called the force of gravity. Earth attracts all the objects even without coming in contact. So gravitational force is a non-contact force. So gravitational force is an example of non-contact force. Example, when we release an object from a height, it falls over the ground because of gravitational force of Earth. So when an object is released from a height, it reaches the surface of Earth because Earth attracts that object. So we can say gravitational force is an example of non-contact force, because when that object was released from the height, at that time it was not in contact with the Earth, but still Earth exerts gravitational force on that object. Now we'll discuss about electrostatic force. The force exerted by a charged body on another charged or uncharged body is known as electrostatic force. So the force which is exerted by a charged body on another charged body or on an uncharged body, this is known as electrostatic force. For example, take a comb and brush it on your hair for 3 to 4 times and then take it near some small bits of paper. So we have to take a comb and then we have to rub or we have to brush that comb on hair for 3 to 4 times, and then we have to bring that comb near the bits of paper. Do not touch the comb with the paper. The bits of paper would get attracted to the comb, and we'll see that bits of paper will get attracted towards the comb. This is because comb gets charged when it is brushed on your hair and it attracts uncharged objects like paper. This happens because when comb is brushed on the hair, it acquires charges, due to which it attracts uncharged objects like paper. So this is about electrostatic force. So we know that like charges always repel or push each other away. So like charges always move away from each other. For example, two positively charged particles will move away from each other. Similarly, opposite charges always attract or pull each other towards themselves. So oppositely charged particle will attract each other. So now we'll discuss about magnetic force. The force exerted by a magnet is called magnetic force. The like poles of two magnets repel each other, whereas unlike poles of two magnets attract each other. So we know a magnet has two poles, north pole and south poles. So north pole and a north pole, when kept in front of each other, they will repel each other. So we can say like poles of the magnet repel each other, but unlike poles like north and south pole will attract each other. A magnet can exert a force on another magnet even from a distance without touching the other magnet. So the magnetic force exerted by one magnet on the other is an example of non-contact force. So a magnet can exert attractive force on other magnet or repulsive force on other magnet even from a distance. So we can say that magnetic force is an example of non-contact force. So this ends our today's session. I hope you must have understood. Thank you for watching.